I can't even finish it. I'm so sick of it. No. So, obviously, have you ever been just like in a situation where you're so hungry for dick? Just like you're starved, you're about to faint because you're malnourished, you know. Well, if you're in a situation like that, who wouldn't fall in love with Ivy Winters?
Oh, right, yes. So now I understand where you're coming from.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Right, because you fell in love sort of on the show.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a very affectionate person. I'm a very sexual person. So I'd be lying if I didn't think in the back of my head, like, I wonder if I'm going to get lucky while I film Drag Race. You know? I didn't, but not for lack of trying.
Clandestine meetings in the hotel restroom in the lobby.
But Ivy has been such a great friend to me. She continued, like, I was in Ann Arbor doing a gig in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and she came out as a boy just to come backstage and hang out with me all night and drink my booze. But she is married now to a wonderful person who looks like her older brother. It's kind of sick. But no.
They're twinning, okay.
Yeah, no, they're twinning. But do you know the most amazing thing about Ivy is literally when she sees something, like if she goes, oh, I love this fan, I want this fan. She doesn't go out and buy that fan. She goes out and buys all of the materials to make the fan herself.
Wow.
Like not just her costume. She built a stage by herself. She learned how to build ventriloquist dummies.
Wow.
Just like on a whim, she's like, I think I want to build a ventriloquist dummy. And now she does taxidermy. She makes her own cheese.
Damn.
It's almost annoying how much she does because I'm a queen who does nothing.
She's crafty.
I do my makeup. And then everyone else glues things to me, you know, and then I'm ready to go. And she's an amazing singer and performer.
How dare she?
How dare she have so many talents when so many people have so few?
Look at her.
That is my, that's my drag mom.
Ah.
I never had like a traditional drag mom growing up, and now late in life, it's like Peaches has just kind of assumed the role of my drag mom.
Wow, Peaches Christ as
kind
your
of
drag mom
force.
is pretty amazing.
Yeah. We talk about it because, like, of course, you know, I was my own queen by the time I met her, but we've been playing Big Edie and Little Edie for so long that we've just now kind of morphed into those roles.
Right.
She writes the most amazing parts for me to play. Like I played Joan Cusack in Addams Family Values.
Yeah, then you guys did Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. These are some of my dream roles. Like since I was a kid, I've always wanted to play Debbie Jelinski.
Yeah.
And I got to do my Joan Cusack. Everybody get down on the ground. But officer, my gay husband was in that house. You know, like, the whole show. It got deeper and deeper. Oh my God, Morticia! You know, like, I hope that if Joan Cusack ever hears me doing that impression, she knows it's with love. It's
I'm
with
sure
so much
she
love.
does. You guys got to spend a lot of time together. You guys did a long run in Provincetown, right?
Yeah, we did a run in Provincetown. We've taken it to the UK.
Yeah.
She's just one of those amazing, like, it's her intelligence that sets her apart. She's just so hip and with it and has so much to offer our community. And she's like having this second surge of popularity because, and she told me, there's older queens, we call it the old guard of drag, the queens who made it as big as you can make it before there was a TV show.
Totally.
Like Coca Peru, Heclina, Peaches, Dina Martina, Varla Jean Merman. I could keep listing people.
And all the rest.
And all of them. Lady Bunny. And she, and I talked about it, but some of those queens can get really bitter. That like, they feel like certain opportunities have been handed to these fledgling queens much too soon or whatever. And she was like, well, you could be that way, or you could invite them into your world and everyone can benefit from it.
Right. I mean, she's managed to really rein in all the drag stars and make her shows even bigger than ever.
And now she's got, like, now the Drag Race fandom know everything about Peaches Christ. They're all waiting for the next production from her. And even though she incorporates so many Drag Race girls, she's still very She's selective. She carefully curates her shows. She won't just throw someone into a role because they're the big name.
Yeah.
She finds the perfect role for that person, builds the show around it. She's just so amazing. And she has a movie called All About Evil.
Oh, yeah.
That's like, okay, so now when a drag queen says, I wrote and directed a movie, you're like, oh, great. And you think, oh, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be just hours of dick jokes and nothing else.
Right.
Her movie, All About Evil, is just amazing. It's like so well done. It's funny. It's gory. It's a horror movie. It stars Natasha Lyonne.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And Elvira out of drag. And unlike a drag queen, she plays a teeny tiny little part in her own movie. Like if I wrote a movie, I'd play every part.
All the parts.
You know, and she's in it. She gets her 2 zingers in there, and the rest of the movie is just her genius. You know?
Yeah, we love her. Okay, we have time for one more.
Okey-dokey.
Look at her. Mother.
RuPaul.
Now, I think you may be, first of all, RuPaul knows your name, which cannot be said for everyone else. When she was on this show, she spoke about you very fondly, and she continues to really always speak about you with a lot of love.
Well, I mean, I just have, there's no way to express my gratitude to RuPaul because she saw something in me that I knew was there. It needed a little coaxing out, you know, but she saw the potential to where I could go, and you know, she gave me the key to open up the kingdom, you know, like the best thing about Ru is her sense of humor. It's like everything can be funny, but she doesn't just laugh at anything. You have to actually say something funny.
Right, yeah.
You know, she's not one of those TV hosts that's just like, ha 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 at every stupid joke.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But she's just so, like, how can you be that, like, gorgeous and that much of a supermodel, but then also know every reference to every movie that could possibly pertain to our culture? Yeah. You can't make a reference to something without her being able to counter back with another reference. And to hear her talk highly of me, I don't know what I did to deserve, like, her being in my corner the way she is, but it's a surreal thing. You know, like when I was a kid, there was one drag queen. It was RuPaul. You know, like she was in the Brady Bunch.
Totally.
She was on TV all the time. She was on Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yes.
Which I love that show. Melissa Joan Hart, if you're watching, I still believe in you.
I'm sure she's watching, and I'm sure she's glad to know that. Okay, final thoughts on RuPaul?
She's a goddess. She is a demigod sent from the Guardians of the Galaxy to teach us how to be fierce and to make this world a more glamorous place.
Oh.
I mean, she's politically aware. She picks and chooses her battles so that she's never running her mouth off on a topic that she doesn't know everything about. You know, she's as far as drag goes, she's class, professionalism personified.
Bloop. Look out!
Oh, and now, look out! That's pretty typical.
By camera, Jinx is breaking the set. I'm just walking on away.
Look at her. Look at her. Look at her.